¡Hey! Muy buenos días.
Good morning, good morning.
Me agarraron con la dona en la boca.
Bienvenidos a
Got me with the donut
Cafecito
in the
con
mouth.
Leslie y
Aquí
JJ.
andamos. Hey,
¿Cómo
what's going
amanecieron?
on? ¿Cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan? Aquí andamos. Ya, ¿cómo te digo? Ya no es inicio de semana, ya es martes, aliviárense.
Happy Tuesday for those of you that are watching live on Instagram, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Welcome to Cafecito con Leslie, English, Spanish.
Como caiga.
I'm talking more English now because there are certain things that I'm more comfortable saying. And now it's not transmitted live on the radio, and the radio is strictly Spanish, so I hope nobody has a problem with it.
Whoa, technicalities, guys.
Pero es martes.
Pero
Happy Tuesday.
conéctense a Facebook Live.
Today
YouTube
is National Ice Cream Cone Day, so
Oh.
Dairy Queen is giving away free ice cream cones. I just tagged them and they responded and said,
Don't send people our way because se está acabando la ñera.
ice cream cone addiction activated. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
But the girls have their third game today. They're undefeated so far, so we'll see how that goes.
Oigan,
I'm sure some of you or most of you saw the SpaceX rocket. We were
dice
on
mi
the-
compa Juanito que es Elon Tesla Musk ahí, que anda haciendo sus cosas. But anyways, hey, it was pretty cool. Nos sacó de onda, nos sacó de
Buenos
onda.
días, saludos.
We were at the field and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we were on the baseball fields, the softball fields when we saw it. So, of course, everyone had to turn. I was like, ET's phone home, finally. Pero no. I think we saw something similar a couple years back. So, now we know what it is. The first time people were going crazy, you know. The aliens are finally landing on Earth. No, they were leaving. But,
Sí, me miran en mi phone, pero we're always connecting with our people. And,
sí, ayer platicamos
people
poquito.
back.
Ya tienen su cafecito. We have our
And,
cafecitos, our donuts. Thank you, Juan, always feeding us. I'm trying to keep
La verdad,
it
no bien
clean.
desvelado, no dormí. La
El
Leli
Chuy
se durmió, yo preocupado porque
perdió
pues
su
llegué a la
cartera.
casa, pues de por día estoy jodido, ¿verdad? Atrás no hay mucho acá atrás, ¿verdad? Pero dije yo, pues damn, you know, I always feel my wallet, like where's my wallet? And I don't have a big wallet, I have a small little.
Puro Apple Pay. Yo.
So I was like, I'm pretty sure I had my wallet. And I got home and dije, pues a lo mejor la dejé en otro pantalón porque me cambié para mi coach stuff y no estaban en la casa. So I was like, damn. So le dije, ay, por ahí está. And I was like, yeah, whatever. No, I know when I lost something because... But anyways,
I found his wallet in the morning. And
fui
he had to
al
go to the
parque
park.
en la mañana and damn, I found my wallet. It was on the ground over at the park. Good thing I found it. But anyways...
Pero yesterday platicamos poquito, you know, de lo que a qué edad se debe de dejar que los niños platiquen con o tengan pareja. Se oye tan feo decir los niños tengan pareja, pero pues digo niños porque no son adultos hasta los 18. Para unas cosas, para otras cosas 21. Para un mexicano nunca. Siempre son bebés, niños, nunca se quieren ir de la casa.
Yeah.
But,
Buena plática que tuvimos ayer también.
It was interesting, you know, because son cosas que uno piensa o a lo mejor platicas con tus amigos o tus amistades o a lo mejor no platicas de estas cosas, nomás suceden, you know, like yo no hablé con mis hermanas de esto y ahora está sucediendo, you know, y cada quien pues ha visto a la Abby crecer y tiene su propio pensamiento. So it's just interesting, you know, it was just an interesting conversation. If you missed it,
Sí.
you could still watch it yesterday. The topic was, you know, at what age should you allow your children to date or talk to the other gender on the phone?
You could always go to our Facebook page or YouTube, MT Radio.
Saludos a Barbie's Apples.
And
Good morning,
you could
good morning, good
see
morning.
our past videos, our past talks, and you could share them and help us grow this little talk show we have in the mornings. So good morning to everybody that's connecting through YouTube Live /MT Radio or Facebook también. We're on Facebook and YouTube Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 9 to 10 a.m.
Yes, something I've been wanting to talk about, and I think a lot of people deal with this, is how do you manage your time when you have so much shit to do?
Damn.
Yo creo que esa es una de las cosas que más batalla un adulto cuando ya tienes hijos y trabajas. ¿Cómo manejas tu tiempo para que te alcance el tiempo para todo? You know, I try to not take on tasks that I know I don't have time for. Sometimes it's inevitable. I don't have a choice. I just have, you know, me avienta cosas. A veces el Chuy signs me up for things and he's like, you're doing this. And I'm like...
Y buenos días, Mónica de Luna. Saludos.
Buenos días, buenos días.
La Leslie's like más organized que yo. Like, no, pues no más. Or like, she's like super, like, wants to know everything at the moment. Before I even say yes to somebody, she wants me to tell her first before I say yes. But I told her, sometimes you got to make an executive decision, man, and take one for the team and think that we're doing what we know what's best. It always backfires, but anyways.
Well, it's because
like, si me sale algo at the moment, sometimes it just feels right to say yes. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Or, you know, like, mucha gente nos pide ayuda to promote stuff because, you know, Leslie's, the food page has a big following, and I know a bunch of people from everywhere, any city, because I used to be in music, so I know a lot of people. So mucha gente nos pide, like, hey, ayúdenos con esto. And we're always giving. Like, me and Leslie are always like, damn, we always give. And ¿cuándo vamos a recibir algo? Like, don't worry, we're going to win the lotteries this year.
No, it's just like, I think more about, like, I know what I have going on in the week, in the day, in the month, like in my head. I do put stuff in my calendar. El Chuy no tenía esa maña de usar su calendar y I make him use his calendar. I'm like, you know, when you gotta make these executive decisions and you don't tell me, I need to know. And sometimes he's so busy telling other people that he thinks he tells me. I'm like, you didn't tell me. Like,
all right, tell her she doesn't listen.
Put it in your calendar and send me the invite so at least I have it and I know. Like,
I have to do a Google Calendar down to talk to my wife.
Yes.
Can you believe that? Like, a eso llega el mundo ya.
Pero pues
I need to write it down so she knows. But anyways, babe, before you know, Sunday, we're going to Fresno.
I know.
We have a show to do.
There's just so much that happens.
Aldo's nightclub.
And I think it happens to everyone. You know, it's not just us that we're so busy. Like, if a couple both works, we don't work. I mean, we do work. We do
it was, hablando de eso, dice aquí, Ana Parra, I use my calendar all the time. Mónica de Luna, 6 a.m. to 11. When do you sleep, girl? Si me va bien, pero se lleva tiempo organizarse. Pero ¿saben qué? Es mejor ser organizado, la verdad.
Yo no tenía la maña de usar
Your time management is very important, guys.
Like,
very
now I use Siri.
Important.
I'm like, Siri, put an alarm for this. Siri,
honestly,
do this.
guys,
Siri.
cuando escribes las cosas, when you organize good, you see where you're wasting time and where you can go. Like me, I always say, I don't got time to go to the gym. But then I write stuff down. Yes, I do have
We
2 hours.
always have time.
I do have 2 hours from my day to go to the gym. I always just thought I didn't. Pero igual, hasta mi mamá me anda ya acusando de cosas que no sé qué. And I'm like, Mom, really? Like, come on. I know in the past I've done some dumb stuff. But she's been trying to get a hold of me now. And I don't even have time to answer my phone, guys. I'm very busy. Leslie's very busy. We took on the league. Softball and now the snack bar and coaching 2 teams and running the league and organizing numbers. And then also we do the music, the radio, we do our food, and we're still parents. So,
yeah,
guys, it's a lot, but we love it. I love my life right now. I'm loving it.
I'll tell you guys, you know, it's doable.
Yeah.
I hate to hear people, like, if I invite them somewhere, wherever, I'll say, oh, you know, if you can come to the girls, you know what, I don't have time. I'm like, oh, well, they're at 7:30 p.m. What could you possibly do? Oh,
you don't have time, but you were having mimosas.
Like, no, like, people just, like, solos, como que te paras. Te paras de quizás hacer algo, you know, whether you come to see a game or not. Like, there's so many other things you can do. Like even if you work, you're off of work by 5. Most people. Ya hay mucha más gente que sale más temprano porque empiezan más temprano, you know. Pero sí hay tiempo para hacer cosas con los niños, con sus parejas. Yo y el Chuy, there's been a lot, we haven't gone on a date in a long time. And I always tell them, we need to, like, schedule a date where we go out. Like, yes, we go have breakfast sometimes if we're on the go.
I'll send you my Google Calendar.
We're able to stop somewhere. But I'm like, no, like a day for me and you where we get ready.
Yeah, we haven't done it in a bit.
Where we go out. Like, go make out at the casino. Who cares?
I think the last time we went, I actually went without her. I went on my brother's birthday. But anyways, last time, ¿cuándo fue? Fuimos al Mastro at the birthday. I think we went to Mastro. We regretted going to Mastro.
It was horrible.
I like Eddie B's better now. It is a better steak.
I'm not a fan of Mastros. I'm sorry.
But anyways, our bougie life sometimes.
Pero it just takes so long. Like, a veces pasa 6 meses. And I'm like, damn. Like,
yeah, but we do everything together, so sometimes I'm just like, we do everything. It's not the same, though, guys, but
it's not the same.
Es que me y Leslie todos hacemos juntos, like, where she's my little crime partner. Ayer nos jaló el patrón aquí en MT, me dijo, guess what? you guys are going on the big bus, on the tour bus to do your show on Sunday. And I was like, why? We don't really need it. And he's like, no, so you could take your wife. And I look at him like, oh. Damn.
I'm like, I ain't
But he's like, oh, you didn't want to take her? I was like,
I'm not trying to
no,
go.
it's not that I don't want to take her. I know that I feel better that if she goes because I also need help. So Leslie's good with organizing stuff, and we have our first official show with MT Music, and that I was able to put together with people that I know in the industry. So we'll see how that goes for Fernie, and I've got a bunch of groups from here in the local. We're going to go represent the Valley out there in Fresno. So we'll be there Sunday night. They're going to give us opportunity. A ver cómo nos va. Saludos ahí, compa Fernie, a los plebes de nivel activado, compa Rodrigo. También a los plebes de estilo clasificado.
That's what I'm excited to see.
We are going on tour.
I don't know why I like these kids. I like how they sing. I like their attitude.
We are taking. I only reached out to them because Leslie likes I like how they play. Don't get me wrong. They play for me a lot. And me acompañan también a veces. So saludos también a los plebes. I'm not trying to say, but I just had something different in mind. But Leslie's like, oh, okay, you're not gonna take those guys because someone buena onda. And honestly, guys, when you go and work, because we go to work, it might seem fun, but honestly, it's a job. You have to treat it like a job. It's a job, and we have to be responsible. And a lot of times, a lot of people take it as a party. Like, oh, we're going to go and we're going to be on the tour bus. And, there's always groupies and all this stuff and drinking and all that. And we're going to party. So, no se trata de guys, no se trata de eso. And I made sure that I put together a little lineup that knows that we're going to go work, guys. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. But at the end of the day, we need to go show other people in other cities what the Valley has to offer, and the talent that we have here in the Coachella So I'm very proud to put the show together, and thanks to Manuel and the Familia Martinez and everybody here at MT that got my back, and they're making this happen. So yeah, we'll be there Sunday the 24th, guys. We're going to Fresno.
Well, it's not just like saying, oh, I'm going to take a random group. They're young. Los músicos, pues sí, el músico es
Buenos días, Carla.
Es alcahueto. You have fun, this and that. But at the same time, like me, on the other side, I'm like, damn, well, some of these are married. Like, I need to, have the wives' bags and be like, no, está bien, lo estamos cuidando, blah, blah, blah. Because it's a lot of stress.
No, and then a lot of them are young. They're young kids.
It's a lot of stress. Hay muchas tentaciones. Hay muchas chichis y nalgas allá afuera, Y pues dices tú, pues yo me estoy echando la responsabilidad de llevarlos y traerlos. So you're like, damn, they
That's why I want them to go with me. Like all of us together. I know we got there at the same time and everybody's ready. Muchas veces quieren ir aparte or because they want to invite their friends and they want to share this opportunity with their friends. But let me tell you guys, gente que son músicos, that's not always the smartest thing.
DJ Steezy,
because a veces, there's a time and a place for everything, right? And I get it. You want to share your success. You want to bring your friends along and everything. But honestly, only you know that you could be responsible and that you can control what you can control. And a lot of times it's those outside influences that really cause a problem. And I've been there and I've done that. So trust me, I know what it is. You're excited and you want to bring everybody that you can. But honestly, that's not the job. The job is...
Y no vamos a cuidarlos tampoco porque pues últimamente son adultos, pero pues si tú puedes ver de lejos que algo va a pasar, you can, acuérdate dónde estás, acuérdate con quién vienes, like you can at least, like I can tell you, tell them that they're fucking up. Like I can at least do something in my power. Yeah, if they decide to do something stupid, well that's on them, but.
And then I've been there and I've done that.
We warned them.
I've been there and I've done that, and Leslie's kind of been there también por el lado de su dad, que también she got a lot of experience, with music. But,
I've been a groupie, guys.
Pero les voy a decir una cosa que yo estaba ahí como artista y ahora como manager or label representative. So, yo sé lo que puede pasar, yo he estado ahí. So, es nomás, le digo a los plebes, como la Lely dijo, they look up to you. You're the OG right there,
Yeah.
So, these are 18-year-old kids. No, some of them not even 20. Mm-hmm. We even have a 15-year-old kid in the group. So, that I have to make sure that their parents know that I'm going to take their son and bring him back home and not have him, But at the end of the day, saludos a mi compa Rodrigo, listo, para allá, para Fresno, que mi compa, arriba la gente, claro que sí.
Saludos.
Saludos a los players de nivel activado, que también estarán en esta girita que vamos a hacer acá con MT.
And this is only the first of many,
vamos empezando.
This is
Vamos
the
empezando.
introduction and see how it goes. You know, Fresno's not far, but our plans are to take over the U.S., Fresno, Arizona, you know, start jumping around.
No, y los plebes todavía no les he dicho yo que les tenemos el tour bus ready. Pero le digo, van a querer invitar más gente. And it's like, ahorita me voy a llevar yo, maybe Leslie and another person. Because I need to trust somebody, like with the camera and the footage. But we also need to charge and be at the door and all that stuff. So, igual, no vamos de fiesta. It's going to be fun, but it's not, we're going to work.
¿Cuál fun? Puro estrés. Tengo que hacer como 200 burritos to
That's
go.
how it is. The day before, we actually have to cater for 3 parties. We have to go leave our baby boy with my mom, which I haven't even asked. And then come.
She can't say no.
We're gonna go all night, guys. We're gonna go and no va a haber mucho sleep. El bus tiene camas, ¿verdad? Pero pues será
Saludos, good morning.
Va a ser algo que para mí I'm very excited porque yo quiero poner en el valle más en el mapa y yo sé que muchos de estos plebes tienen mucho talento. Nomás falta alguien que los guíe, que les diga, y yo pues tengo que, como te diré, siempre es el balance, ¿no? De compa y de encargado de que todo salga bien. So, como le dice, te tienes que medir, yo sé que te llevas bien con ellos, pero tú eres más mayor que ellos. Tienes que ser responsable, que así soy. Yo sé lo que viene con toda esta responsabilidad, porque hay mucho dinero, hay muchas, también el autobús es bien caro, las cosas, el chofer, todo. Es algo que va a ser muy divertido, pero también vamos a trabajar. Y los plebes que junté para esta girita, yo sé que son responsables y van a hacer un buen show.
It's a lot of responsibility. Any business that you take on, any venture, you know, it's a lot of risk, a lot of responsibility. But el que no arriesga no gana, you know. Si tú siempre tienes miedo y siempre estás atrás de alguien a ver si hace algo, no, like, no, you gotta take that leap of faith, you know, you gotta do it and take that step forward and say, fuck it, que pase lo que pase, you know, ya tú sabrás once you're there and it's going,
sí,
how you respond, how you react, but...
Y especialmente estos plebes que andan queriendo subir de nivel, o sea, de salir poquito de lo privado y ponerse en un lugar donde pueden ir a los antros a tocar, donde la gente los está reconociendo, van buscando tal vez la fama,
y
los escenarios.
Hay mucha gente
tienen que sacrificar.
Que mira a músicos, talentos local, whatever, you know, y les promete o les dice y nunca salen de ahí, nunca salen de la palabra y nunca toman acción. Porque es bien fácil decir y es muy distinto y es otra cosa hacer, you know, se requiere mucho dinero, mucho tiempo, mucha paciencia, mucho planear, you know, no es nomás de decir, hey, babe, we're leaving this weekend to Fresno. No, like, he needs to hook up with the promoters over there, set a date, is this day good, is this day not good, are these artists available this day, are they not, you know, it's a lot of little things behind the scenes.
Yeah, sir.
In order for something to happen, you know, now it's here, now it's happening, okay, now the transportation, the food, the times, you know,
yeah, not only that, it's just es un sacrificio para todos pero también
good morning.
Yo puedo llevar a los grupos que yo quiero. Yo no tenía que llevar a Fernie tampoco, pero como ahorita soy manager de Fernie y pues esa es la causa de todo lo que estoy haciendo. Obviamente lo voy a incluir, ¿verdad? Y luego también variar la música. Sola Leslie me dio su opinión. Yo tengo mis compas de nivel activado que también hacen buen show, tienen sus trajes, están listos para una oportunidad, pero es una oportunidad. Por eso nos dieron un domingo y vamos a ver cómo nos va. O sea, claramente les digo yo a los plebes, hey, vamos a ir a arriesgar, pero también vamos a ir a conocer gente, tienen que ir a dar sus flyers, a dar sus cartas, a decirle que los sigan, pero de una manera respetuosa, humilde, no tan thirsty, but con class, you know, and let people know who you are, and let them see what I see in you guys, que es la posición para ganar. Te tienes que arriesgar, a ver cómo nos va.
Y sin miedo al éxito, hay mucha gente que llega a ese momento and then they get stage fright, they get scared, they're nervous, there's nobody that they know, you know, it's so much emotion, but it's so nice to see that. Se me hace bien bonito ver eso porque pues tan jóvenes y inocentes y no saben nada todavía a lo mejor del mundo artístico. Es muy distinto tocar en una backyard a decir, estoy en un escenario.
Sí, tienes que poner un show. Ahora ya no puedes usar el teléfono para cantar. Tú tienes que estar listo.
Sí, pues
¿Cómo
es
te vas a ver ahí 5 minutos buscando las letras de una canción y luego si no hay wifi, ¿qué va a pasar?
Sí.
No, la gente tiene que saber cómo vas a representarte a ti o a tu grupo. Eso es lo que importa. Créanme, guys, que hay mucha gente como yo que en mi pasado no llegamos a ser bien famosos, pero la gente nos pedía en todos los antros. ¿Por qué? Porque hacíamos un buen show. Hicimos un buen show musicalmente, cantamos buenas canciones, también teníamos canciones propias. Vivimos de la música por mucho tiempo, aunque nunca llegamos tal vez donde yo quería, a un nivel bien así como un Gerardo Ortiz o algo así, pero vivimos de la música por mucho tiempo, aún todavía está ahí, pero igual también nos arriesgamos, pero practicamos, hicimos un buen show, nos aprendimos las canciones, practicábamos y hacíamos nuestra parte para que la gente valorara.
Yeah, well, once you go like to a baile, you know, sí, yo hace mucho que no voy a un baile, pero pues sí iba, you know, sí, con una cerveza que yo me tomé, yo ya estoy peda, nomás con oler la cerveza, yo estoy peda, yo estoy entonada, yo estoy en ambiente, y si estoy escucho puros corridos tumbados, I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna throw my bottle and be like, hey, you know, toquen una cumbia. Pero it needs to be versatile because you have so many people there, you need to kind of know the people in Fresno, pues, you know, it's a lot of Mexicans, so obvio que les gusta bailar, les gusta tomar, les gusta ambientarse, so no puedes nomás ir a subirte y tocar puros corridos tumbados, you know, maybe 2, 3, yes, pero la gente quiere música, quiere bailar, quiere alegría, so tienes que tomar esas cosas en cuenta, you know.
Sí, variado es lo que llevamos, variedad, ya ves qué estilo clasificado toca Canelos, tipo así, estilo, nivel activado, tocan con tuba.
Sí, hay parejas quieren bailar.
Y también tocan de todo, y pues el Fernie ya su estilo es más de lo nuevo, que es más urbanón, así, pero igual hay de todo, y pues también los plebes se jalaron, les expliqué cómo iba a estar la vuelta, vamos empezando, le extendí la oportunidad a muchos y muchos me dijeron que no. ¿Por qué? Porque quieren miles de dólares y les digo, es que no es así.
In any business,
tienes que empezar desde abajo.
You know, yo porque pues yo empecé mi negocio del suelo, you know, y yo me tocó muchas veces tener que hacer cosas gratis, regalar, giveaways, whatever, and you have to be willing to give in order to receive.
And you're gonna take a loss sometimes, man.
Yes, and okay. I see so many people and I communicate and I connect with a lot of people that have businesses, you know. Y se me hace bien chistoso a veces. Like, yo quisiera darle su consejo, pero yo me aguanto, me muerdo la lengua. Because I'm like, si yo le digo, se le va a facilitar y no va a aprender. So yo, you know, y yo miro mucha gente a lot of people have a misconception of business is business. Like, business is business and you're going to pay me what it is. If not, I don't need your business. Like, that's a really bad conception to have sometimes, because if you're starting off and you've never sold a fucking product, dude, how are you supposed to get your name out there and your product if you're being so stingy about it? Like, yes, I get the factor, you know, you need to charge 3 times what you spend, your gas, whatever. Okay, but if you've never had a customer and it's not working for you, you need to at some point say, okay, what am I doing wrong? Okay, well, I'm not willing to give anything for free because it's not a charity, you know? Okay, but how do you want people to recognize you if you're not even willing to give up $100, you know? So sometimes you gotta give, whether you sell coffee, whether you sell goodies, maybe you volunteer your time at a school, anything.
Y cualquier negocio que empieza, ¿qué pasa? Compras uno, te dan uno gratis, o te dan una little sample gratis.
You know, y hay gente que they're not willing to budge.
No quieren dar
y
nada.
No saben por qué no crece.
O apenas van empezando y dicen, hey, no quieren hacer un giveaway, algo. No, yo no, que esto, que aquello. Y está bien, cada quien. Pero También a veces fíjense dónde están, cómo van, dónde, por eso tal vez no han subido.
A mí me encanta regalar comida. A mí me encanta estar delivering food. ¿Y cuántos son? Oh, pues me ordenaste 4, pero ¿sabes qué? Tengo extra, te voy a dar 7. Me vale, oh, really? No, let me pay you. I'm like, no. Like, you pay me your 4, that's fine.
Sí, realmente, ¿qué es lo que quieres para ti? ¿Cómo quieres llegar ahí? Y nada vas a llegar a ningún lado sin un tipo de sacrificio.
Yes.
You are not going to get nowhere with that. And then again, también, si te conformas a la vida, a trabajar un trabajo que no te gusta, y ahí estás. Lo mismo pasó para mí los últimos 3 años. Empecé trabajando, haciendo cosas.
Yes,
Obviamente estoy yendo a la escuela porque yo sé que voy a hacer algo con la escuela. Ya estoy por terminar. Y también en la música, que es lo que sé, lo que siempre he hecho, que es lo que me gusta. Le dije a la Lely, ¿sabes qué? Viene el verano, que yo trabajo mucho afuera. Last year me andaba ya pasando el heat. So, like, le digo a Leslie, like, I don't know if I want to put myself through another miserable summer. Like, I don't want to be miserable no more. So, I did what I had to do. I made a decision to, ¿sabes qué? Voy a seguir, ya no voy a ser más joven. Voy a hacer lo que quiero hacer. Y ahorita estoy a gusto, feliz.
Saludos a Feli. Dice, I just started my baking business.
No estoy estresado.
And it's true what you were saying. Yes, baking is so tough right now. Everything is so expensive. Los pinches huevos están bien caros, guys. La harina, it is amazing, and it sucks to be a baker right now. Like, I'm just gonna say it because people will not pay your cakes, will not pay the product, so you're taking a loss no matter what. So now it's like, do I continue to bake for fun and just say, okay, well, I'm making what I'm spending, but at least I'm getting out there. Hopefully the economy will fucking crash and I'll start making money one day. But at least this is a good opportunity for people to taste my product. I said this one time when I started selling food. Dude, I was charging like $300 for 50 people, 75 people. I was taking losses left and right, and I didn't care. Why? Because the whole valley was eating my food. The whole valley was eating my food, taking advantage of me. I didn't care because they were tasting my food, So one day I sat down and I was like, shit, like I need to up my prices dramatically. And I tripled my prices and people still pay. They still paid because now they tasted my food. They valued me, my presence, my etiquette. I'm very respectful with my clients and my customers. I take my time. I meet with them. Now I don't meet with people because, you can use a text message as a contract. But if you ask me for a contract, I will email you a contract. Like, if you need it, I do those things. But I took a lot of losses, I never told nobody. But it was just part of it. I grew, I cried, I learned, Yo me caí muchas veces, pero pues me levanté, Y mucha gente se cae una vez y ya, that's it. I'm not a baker. I cannot bake for the life of God. I'm not doing this anymore. No, you need to practice, When I started making tortillas at a very young age, dude, yo tiré mucha masa. Yo tiré muchas tortillas en la basura. Me acuerdo que mi papá las sacaba y me decía, ¿cómo las vas a tirar? I'm like, Dad, no sirven. Están bien feas, están bien duras. Parece Sinaloa, el mapa, Y él, no, pero es comida. But I had to, perfect my tortillas. And now they're beautiful. Yeah, fluffy, soft. Now I can't eat them.
Ahora hace triangle tortillas.
Ahora hago triangle.
They're not even round.
Now I'm like, what shape do you want?
Están like oval.
Pero you need to suffer and you need to sacrifice. You need to learn. Yo siempre digo que, and it's interesting.
Nada va a llegar fácil.
I saw this video this morning, like just a glimpse on social media. Y decía, it was Mr. Temple. Somebody asked him a question. Y dice, the new kids that come on, they just want to be bussers. I said, no, you're going to start as a dishwasher. You're all going to start as a dishwasher because you cannot skip the important steps that humble you and skip all these people that work their ass off.
Todo es el mismo sistema.
You can't skip all this
if you really think
just
about
to
it.
Be this.
Yeah.
You can't just be a busser because you want the tips. You need to learn. You need to learn to wash dishes, to do the work, and earn being a busser.
La gente de negocio, sí hay una receta para ser successful, right? But people don't want to use it because it seems hard.
Y dice, these kids, they become CEOs because, they're just gifted the company from their parents. They know nothing about the line of work. They know nothing about their companies, and they take on these positions. So they treat the employees like shit. The employees automatically
end up messing
hate
up the
them.
company.
Yes, and I was like, that is so true. I was like, that is so true. And I've always told Chuy this, like, even in a marriage, I think I just told him, like, yesterday, le dije, si tú con tu pareja nunca pudiste sufrir por dinero, comida, lo que sea, ¿cómo se llevan bien? ¿Cómo aprendes a llevarte bien con una pareja y sobrevivir ciertas cosas si nunca han sufrido juntos? You know? Like, how are you supposed to build this empire marriage if you've never struggled together? You've never suffered together. So imagine never doing that, and then you do it at a later age. What's going to happen? You guys are going to walk out on each other because you never learned to deal with the tough shit, you know? I could be wrong. I'm not a therapist, but that's just my view and my point of view.
Sí, no, y es difícil. Como yo, pues es igual. Como hice mis travesuras, a causa me costó mucho dinero, mucho tiempo perdido. Mi carrera en la música también, por decirme, me costó ser travieso. Y ahora que quiero ser bien, y ando siendo bien, y ando en chinga, y no duermo, y no, like, nomás no contesto el phone, y todos, hey, andas en tus cosas, o ya andas otra vez.
It sucks, you know.
And I'm like, kind of got, sí me molestó escuchar que la primera cosa que salió de mi familia es que ya ando otra vez haciendo travesuras, like, doing business stuff, and I was like, nah, like, no, like, that's not it. Guys, I'm still a straight A student, like, I had to send them my grades, como para callarlos, es like,
Buenos días,
qué gacho, pues, que siempre van a pensar eso de mí el día que no les contesto, but I'm trying to build something, I'm trying to be proud of what I'm doing. I'm trying to start from the bottom all over again because all the time that I lost. Y no quiero reponer nada, simplemente yo sé que tengo que empezar otra vez y no hay pedo. O sea, así se me dio la vida. Yo sé que tengo que empezar. Está bien difícil, es bien difícil. Sí. Después de tener todo, tener dinero, estar en la música, hacer muchas cosas, hacer lo que yo quería.
No digas mujeres,
Y tener muchas mujeres. Anyways.
No, it's tough, you know.
So now, like, I went to school. I'm going to finish school because I promised my mom one day I would do that. Mm-hmm. So I only going back to school to fulfill a promise, right? But not only that, school's going to give me a foundation to have a good, steady income while I go do whatever I'm going to do. So I am busy that I took on a lot. I also am passionate about helping the community. So I got involved with the sports league because I love sports. Y por ahí puedo ser mentor a los kids and the parents and everybody. So I'm too busy. Like, and then I help Leslie with her food, and then we're here. So I don't answer my phone because I'm just always busy. So right away, no, pues ya está perdido or whatever it is. Like, damn, like, qué rápido me van a descontar, you know? But, como dice la Leli, pues así va a ser, mijo, porque pues obviamente tu pasado, ¿verdad? Tu pasado.
I told him, you know, and, you know, I'm his wife. I gotta keep it real. And I told him, baby, I'm sorry, but people are always going to think that you're going to go back to the stupid shit you used to do because of a mistake you made. Like, unfortunately, that's a consequence that's going to follow you. So you can either choose to get mad every time, or you already know they're going to think that, you know? So tough it out. Ignore it and prove them wrong, you know? And that's it.
Pero esto como que todavía cala, no, como pues digo, claro, qué gacho que de volada piensen que uno se está tirando a matar otra vez. Like, come on, guys.
Sí va a calar, but you
I learned my lesson, trust me.
You gotta remember que también a ellos les caló cuando te fuiste.
Yeah, trust me, it was
you know, it's tough.
A big mistake.
You know, but as a wife, I can't baby him and say, or get into fights with these people because I'm defending him. No, le digo, unfortunately, this is something you just need to tough out. I'm sorry, it was a consequence of your actions. It sucks, yes. But prove them wrong. That's all you can do.
Y aquí andamos echándole chingazos. Yo sigo chingando, sigamos para adelante. No pasa nada, señores. Mientras, como dice un corrido que compuse que dice ahí, mientras tengamos vida, seguimos para adelante. Sí, seguimos para adelante. You know, they're always going to be your haters, your doubters, and everything. Sometimes your family. But I know they mean well. It's just they're worried. But at the end of the day, I mean, I dust it off and I keep moving forward. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, and I don't have a lot of time to spend with my brothers and my sisters. And you know, the other day I went to the casino with my brother. It was his birthday, and I don't know how Lady was going to feel, but it's my brother, my sister. When we had a lot of fun, just the brothers, we had a lot of fun. Casi algo que no hacemos de grandes, you know, because I was always in the music. I was always away from my family. But again, now that I'm out, it's like, I don't know what they expected from me, but at the end of the day, I have a lot of ground to make up, and I'm just busy. I'm not gonna BS. I'm gonna figured out, and I'm trying to establish myself again, you know, así es, así pasa, y así se me dio la vida, no voy a llorar, no estoy llorando, no me estoy quejando. I'm just saying, like, sometimes your doubters are even in people close to you, but you know what, use that as a fuel to keep pushing forward.
It's always the people that are closest to you that want the best for you, and it's so much easier to see somebody's faults. Es mucho más fácil mirar que alguien la está cagando o pensar al decir, oh, mira, cómo te estás esforzando, qué bien te está yendo, hijo, like, wow, estás yendo a la escuela, good for you. No, it's hard for us to say those things. It's really easy for us to say, oh, míralo, ahí anda con puros músicos para arriba y para abajo, la que andará haciendo. It's so easy to judge people. Judging is the easiest thing to do, so we do it naturally, you know.
Y luego es que la música está todo relacionado con la mafia, pues, y todo eso.
Sí,
pero,
pues,
guys, it's entertainment.
Pero, you know, it's just one of those things, and any business you do, you know, a friend will become your client, you know, faster than your family, you know. Or al revés, a client will become your friend faster than your friend will become your client. That's always been because naturally people are envious. You know, it's so sad to say, but I can have a conversation with you and say, oh, I want to start this business and never do it. And then he goes and does it. And what am I going to say? Oh, I gave him that idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you weren't quick enough to go do it. That's not my fault, you know? So there's just so many things when it comes to a business, you know. And don't give up. I've always told people don't give up. The best thing I could tell you is stay consistent. Even if you fall, you need to get back up.
It's going to take time. It's going to take time to build anything. Como dicen, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, the Roman Empire was one of the biggest empires in the world. Yeah, it ended up, whatever, following, whatever. But
it crumbled.
At the end of the day, it wasn't built overnight. Nothing happens overnight. And if something happens overnight and you don't value it, you don't take care of it, you don't continue to grow it, guess what? As quickly as it came, is as quicker as it's going to leave. It's anything in life. Anything in life. Lo que viene fácil se va más fácil. Así es. And it's going to take time.
Si tú quieres subir a un nivel alto, ok, mira, vamos a decir que hay 10 pisos. Yo prefiero conocer cada pinche piso por si me caigo, yo ya sé dónde voy a caer. Pero si yo subo rápido, you know, voy a dar un chingazote.
Buenos días, Gris.
It's just part of life. You gotta learn the struggles. You gotta learn the ins and outs of everything. And you gotta know where you're at, who you're with, who you're surrounding yourself with, you know.
And then reaching success is difficult, but maintaining success is it's the most difficult thing. Sustaining anything, that's the most difficult thing. Sí. Because a lot of people don't know how to handle, they don't expect to get there, or they expect to get there, but when they get there, they're surprised, like, whoa, now what? Now you don't have a plan, or now you're taking it for granted, or now you're spending all the money, or, you know, se te subió, you're greedy, or you're not humble no more, or you're not grateful, and guess what? You go back down. So es muy importante siempre estar preparados y saber que si vas a empezar a un negocio o algo, que sepas que va a durar, va a costar, cuánto le vas a sacrificar, especially when it's your own business. It's not 8 to 5 no more. It's a 24/7, 7 days a week.
When I was little, I always saw my dad practicing and my uncles, you know. Ellos son muy buenos músicos. Ellos practicaban día y noche. Like, ellos no cotorreaban, no pisteaban. Ahora sí, son borrachos. Pero cuando yo estaba chiquita, yo me acuerdo que siempre los miraba y solos. Like, cada quien en un cuarto. You know, mi tío si tocaba el acordeón, tocaba solo allá. El otro acá, la guitarra, el bass, whatever. And me acuerdo que mucha gente siempre me decía, ¿son tus tíos? Yo sí, wow, mi respeto, son muy buenos músicos. And I would be like, well, yeah, they play day and night, you know. They play in their sleep. Any little chance they had, they would practice by themselves. Then they would practice together. So, yes, they learned to perfect it, but this was their business, you know. They struggled. Ellos vienen del rancho, allá no había clases de música. Ellos aprendieron todo de nada. So, se enseñaron solos. So, cuando tú te enseñas algo sola, pues, ¿qué? You're gonna perfect it. You're gonna become the best of the best because that's all you have, you know? So, yes, any business if you're a baker, you're gonna bake till you drop, you know? You're gonna bake, you're gonna decorate, you're gonna mess up again, and until you perfect it. And people see that, you know? People see that because You know, mi hermana hace pasteles. Y tiene fotos de sus primeros pasteles y los de hoy, you know. Y ella misma dice, damn, I used to suck. You know, like, but now, look. Yes, you know, everything becomes a perfection.
Todos con tiempo. Igual yo con las niñas, como el softball team. Like, I hear what the parents say. All of a sudden, everybody's an expert coach, ¿verdad? Pero yo sé que viene con el territorio tanto jugar.
A mí me encanta grabar a las niñas.
I don't pay attention too much to what the parents are saying, as long as they're not being disrespectful to the other players or the other team. Pero igual, se ve el proceso. Cómo han crecido, cómo están jugando. Ahora, ¿les falta mucho más? Claro que sí, porque we haven't got technical. But the girls couldn't advance until they got the basics mastered.
A mí me encanta grabar a las niñas.
Now that they got the basics mastered, now I could teach them the more advanced stuff.
Y se enojan.
So, mucha gente me decía, ¿por qué no le estás enseñando esto? Le dije, ok, apenas pueden tirar la bola, apenas pueden cachar la bola, apenas saben qué hacer cuando le pegan. Ahora ya lo hacen sin decirles. Ok, ahora ya les puedo decir, ¿sabes qué? En esta situación, así, podemos hacer esto, podemos hacer esta play. Now I'm teaching them more advanced, and now what? They're getting way better. Why? It's a process, guys. It's a process. Everybody wants everything like this, like this, like this. Guess what? Things don't happen like this, guys. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. The more work you put in, the quicker you might see results. But at the end of the day, be realistic with what you have and stick to your plan. But be open-minded of what's going on. Be realistic. What's going on? What are you really doing? Are you really giving it 100%? Are you really prepared? What are you doing? Porque mucha gente dice, yo voy a hacer esto, y nomás lo hacen por 1 hora al día, and it's like, pues no me está yendo bien. Pues, ¿cómo? Pues si no le estás echando ganas. En tu mente tal vez tú estás convencido o convencida que estás haciendo todo por hacer tu negocio salir adelante, pero realmente no estás haciendo nada. So, again, it's up to you. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
When you do something consistently over and over and over, you don't realize that there's a difference. You don't realize that there's a change. Because you keep doing it, you know, you keep seeing the same things over and over, but you are improving, you know. It's when you step away and then you come back and you're like, ay, eso de volada lo hago. You know, a mí cuando me dicen, quiero esta comida, I'm like, de volada, you know. Before I would be like, damn, I gotta be home by Thursday, prepping by Saturday. Now I'm like, I got this. It's down to a T. I can do it in my sleep, según yo, right? Pero me encanta grabar a las niñas desde que empezaron y se enojan. Me dicen, no, don't record me, don't post me. I'm like, I'm recording you so that one day you see, like, how bad you were.
Yeah, the growth.
And now, look. Like, I always show Abby, and she's like, damn, Mom, I was really bad. I'm like, yeah, I know, but look now. You know, I have so many videos of Abby playing catch with me. And yes, you know, the frustration, the laughing, the crying, everything. And I'm like, look.
Ayer puse un picture del team picture cuando éramos los Terriers, que empezamos. Ese fue el equipo donde empezamos casi todas las niñas. Y pues no ganamos un juego, yo creo, like, toda la temporada, ¿no? Aparte el coach hizo quit, que that's where I stepped in. And I posted the picture, like, we started from the bottom, like, guys, that's where you start anything. You start from the bottom. You don't ever start at the top. And like Leslie said, if you do start at the top and you don't know how to handle it, like a lot of times we see que te regalan un negocio, te dejan dinero y nunca batallaste, vas a estar perdido, la verdad.
Lo pierdes porque no supiste administrar. Mucha gente, look, the lottery, you win the lottery, what happens? You lose it. Why? Because you've never had money in your life, you know. Tuve esta plática con alguien hace mucho, me dice, damn, yo no sé ahorrar. Le dije, no, pues yo sé, no nos enseñaron a ahorrar. Le dije, pero cuando alguien que nunca ha tenido, vamos a decir $10,000, agarra $10,000, ¿qué hace? Pues se los gasta en un día, 2 días. Why? Porque nunca has tenido, y siempre que dice uno, si tuviera dinero, hiciera esto, si tuviera esto, hiciera esto. Y luego lo agarras y vas y haces esa pendejada. Dice, I'm going to buy a car for $9,000, I'm going to still have $1,000, maybe I can flip it. No, your money's gone. Or you say, I've never had that purse, I've always wanted that purse. Okay, but you're broke as hell, you just have money today. Like, you're going to go buy a purse for $3,000 and then what? It's going to be empty all the time? Okay, go buy your purse, so buy 3. Pero you're buying the purse. Ay, pues, ¿qué me cuesta agarrar la wallet? Okay, pues ahí van 4,000 y ya quedas
ahí tiene la pinche La Birkin, ¿no?
So, you know,
y no tienes ni un peso.
You don't know what to do
Pero
with your
pues
money
igual.
when you have it, you know. I always tell you need to live like we're broke. We need to live like we're broke and always have that in our head that we're broke, you know. Like, you have money,
Even
no.
when you have money, put it away.
I'm broke. I don't have money. Why? Because then we start spending.
Y mucha gente como in our culture, we're not really
no
smart.
podemos salir de la casa porque
We're not really
$500.
smart with money, you know. We're not really smart with money, but pues I was spoiled también as a kid, but then pues yo tuve la música, pues agarraba mucho dinero, mucho.
Y no es fácil porque yo soy de esas de que pues yo no quiero morir y tener el dinero en el banco. Like, my kids want to go have fun.
And that's where es como, es donde uno tienes que quebrar poquito la costumbre a veces, porque es como dicen, pues mi papá era bien borracho, soy yo, por eso soy borracho. Like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life, man. Because that was your dad, that was his mistake. Why are you gonna make the same mistake? Oh, mi mamá era bien cabrona, por eso yo soy bien cabrona. Nah, I'm sorry. Because if you knew how did you feel when your mom did that to you or your dad did this to you, why would you go do the same to your kids? You know, that doesn't make no sense. That is not an excuse, guys. Mucha gente dice, oh, yo soy así porque mi mamá o mi papá. Le dije, no es cierto. Porque tú puedes ser tu persona. Tú eres tú. You're you. You're not your dad. You're you.
Sí.
If you know that was wrong, why you keep doing it? Why you letting it happen? At some point, you got to break the cycle and be a better example for your kids so that they know you give them a better starting point in life, right? Nosotros ya empezamos con ver eso, que los vicios, la borrachera. Entonces, ¿por qué voy a yo desatender a mi familia y hacer lo mismo que mi papá hacía? Pues no lo voy a hacer porque yo estoy consciente cómo me sentía cuando él no podía ir a mis juegos, o él no estaba ahí para mi graduation porque andaba pisteando con sus compas, o él falló muchas cosas. Así nos quería, obviamente, pero yo, ¿por qué le voy a hacer eso a mis hijos? No, voy a quebrar ese cycle. Vamos a empezar, dar un mejor ejemplo para que mis hijos tengan un mejor punto de empiezo, para cuando ellos empiecen, ya son un poquito más diferentes, ¿verdad? Todos vamos a hacer errores, obviamente.
No hay padre perfecto, you know, there's no perfect parent, there's no perfect nothing, pero en los ojos de tus hijos, tú eres perfecto. So, tú sabrás,
You're like a superhero.
Tú sabrás qué perfección les enseñas, porque ellos... Eso, to them, you're the perfect parent. Whether you're a shitty parent or not, that's all they know. So it's your responsibility to obviously give them the best of everything, love, education, attention, everything. But just know that whatever foundation you're setting, they think that's okay. They think that's normal. So if you yell at your kid, if you cuss at your kid, if you hit your spouse, you know, that's normal to your kid. So when that kid grows up and their boyfriend beats them, it's okay. It's normal because that's the line you set. They don't think it's bad. They think it's okay. You know, and it's so much psychology que uno piensa, está loca esa que sabe. No, es cierto. Todo lo que tú le enseñas a tu hijo que está bien, que tú no te quejas, you know, si tu marido sale y pistea y no regresa y tú no te quejas, tus hijos piensan que es normal, que it's okay. So ellos crecen con las mismas rutinas, las mismas mañitas. Y luego ellos, you know, se van al mundo real, lo que no, eso no está bien. Y ellos no saben que no está bien, you know. I see that happen so many times, que los niños crecen, que estaban en una burbuja, you know, que pues, you know, cuando tú creces, you think your parents are right. They tell you they're right. You know, whatever you teach them, that's what they're gonna know. So when they go to school, of course they're gonna clash with other kids, because other kids know that certain things are not right. You know, yo miro que muchos les enseñan a los niños to flip off. They think it's cute. Los graban, los ponen en social media. Mira qué curioso, es un bebé y me está parando el dedo.
But then they do it at school, like, I don't know where you learned that.
Yes, you know. Y luego los queremos regañar de grandes, you know. Yo decía muchas groserías todavía, you know. Pero yo sé que mi hija me está oyendo. So yo cuando ella diga algo, yo no puedo quejar o pegarle o gritarle.
No, el otro día me regañó la lady que I'm saying the V word and I'm like, no te mordiste la boca because you say the V word more than I do.
No, you said it like 3 times.
Honestly, la Leslie para todo, cada otra,
No, y yo sé eso, you know.
So la Leslie es bien mal hablada y luego tira balazos con sus dedos. She's always like throwing.
So, yo ahora tengo que ser más consciente porque, pues, la Abby ya sabe que it's a bad word, you know, pero mi hijo
I never
no
heard
sabe.
Abby cuss. So.
No, yeah, you know, because she knows, you know. I always say, don't do what I do what I say. Do as I say, not
I
as
have to
I
bite
do.
my tongue. But the girls, I tell them to keep me accountable, my softball girls. So yo les digo, if I cuss, de volada, ponte corre, coach. Y si me dicen, coach, you need to run.
Sí,
You said bad word.
El Chuy, cuando está haciendo coach y está en un juego, like, y yo, I tell the parents, I'm like, hey, he's not mad, he's not yelling, he's just into his role, he's into the game, you know, he's so excited, and sometimes he's like, fuck, what are you doing? And I'm just like, and the parents are like,
said that.
no, a veces se te sale algo así, and everyone just laughs because we already know him. He's just so excited, like he doesn't even realize what he's doing because he's so into the game, you know, he just wants the girls, and he's just like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, we know, but we have new parents, you know? So they don't know him yet, and we're just like, oh, you know, he's in his zone. He's not upset, you know? And the girls already know him. But it's funny to me because I'm like, he doesn't realize, like there's other bystanders, you know? But it's just, you know, he takes it so serious. He takes his coaching super serious, and he loves it, and he's so passionate about it. But sometimes when we're passionate about something, we get emotional. We get so emotional, and it takes over, you know, and you don't realize it's taking over until it took over, you know, or someone has to tell you something, and then you're like, what are you talking about, you know? So yo todo grabo, guys, yo todo grabo. Pero it's just very beautiful to see that because there's
Pero sí corro cuando las niñas me mandan. Coach, you need to run.
It is really hard to find a coach like that. There's a lot of coaches out there that are just mean, or they yell at their kids, and they're scared of them, you know. Our girls are not scared of Chewy. I think the parents are more scared of Chewy than the girls, but they have a good thing going, you know.
No, I get into it, but my job is to motivate them.
Sí.
Like, come on, you can do it. Believe in yourself.
Yo mil veces prefiero que el Chewy sea un coach que otros que yo miro, y la gente oye ciertos nombres de coaches and they're like, ugh, that coach. Yeah. Like it's so bad to have that reputation. And people are like, oh, Coach JJ, oh yeah, he's cool. And I'm like, yes, that's my man. Like, yeah,
but anyways, nos vemos mañana, Hump Day.
Saludos, Martín.
Hump Day, Wednesday.
Ready for the game.
Acuérdense, gente, que estamos aquí lunes, martes y miércoles, 9 to 10 a.m.
Yes,
Thank you, Juanito.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 to 10. No se pierdan.
Nos vemos mañana a las 9. Today we had something else, but then we just did whatever. So.
Sí, pues,
but that's better sometimes.
You know, este show es plática. You know, venimos, nos ambientamos.
¿Qué dice aquí? Oh, hi, Marlene. ¿Cómo estás? Saludos.
We got a game number 3. So far, we're undefeated. Hopefully, it remains that way.
But anyways, guys, check us out. Help us grow the show. Share. You could always share the video post that we leave. It's on there on the page. It stays on there. Hopefully, you guys could join us in the mornings and give us a little comment. We'll send you guys a shout out. Bien, la gente que les interesa crecer su negocio o algo, una entrevista, mándenos un DM. We'll gladly bring you onto the show and give you an interview. If you're looking to advertise here with MT Radio, give us a DM. We'll let you know about all our packages that we offer. We could go to you as well with our little DJ setup. We could set up out of your business and do a little broadcast right outside your business and encourage people to visit. Let us know, MT Radio. We're always here for you guys. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.